So the point I was making is that generally speaking, the marketplace is the best mechanism to decide what ideas and what business plans win and lose among consumers. And part of the reason for that is in the United States, at least, we have a First Amendment that prohibits the government from regulating content directly. But part of the reason is also that the government might not necessarily know how an industry is going to evolve. And one of the benefits of a voluntary private sector approach is that it allows networks, programmers, creative communities, and others to evolve with the times. And so a voluntary approach is something that would guarantee that you're not locked into a particular regulatory framework forever. And that's what I had in mind when I made that comment. Generally speaking, what the FCC did in the early 2000s was to make sure that we didn't apply some of the more heavy-handed economic regulations that were designed in the telephone era to some of the more innovative services that were being provided. And so in 2002, for example, we said that cable companies that wanted to provide innovative services would not be subjected to these regulations. In 2005, we did the same thing for telephone. And in 2007, we clarified that those rules wouldn't apply to wireless broadband. And so Americans can see the results for themselves. The number of Americans with high-speed broadband at home jumped over that time from 6% to 63%. The price of fixed wireline broadband decreased by 50%. And the number of 4G LTE subscribers exploded. And so I think one of the things that we found is that when the government takes a more free market approach and lets the private sector take the risks to innovate and to invest and deploy, ultimately consumers are going to be better off. And that's part of the economic model I think is applicable in a lot of places around the world.